Okay, so I got this cedar chest a couple weeks ago from my grandparents. It was an old chest they had laying around, so they gave it to me and wanted me to strip all the paint off. So what we're gonna do is, it's got a really bad bottom on it, so we're gonna replace that, strip all this black paint off, and then put a round over on this top. And for this, we're just gonna use some spray stripper. And whenever you're using this stuff, you want to let the stripper do the work. Don't try to scrape it early or rub it in or anything. You just want to apply it, let it sit there for about 20-25 minutes, and then take it off with a scraper, then take some more off with paper towels, and then get the rest of it with some steel wool. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we thought the spray was going to be really good and we wouldn't get anything messy, but really it's just hard to get it even and it takes forever. So we just took the spray cap off and just poured it and spread it, and it was a lot easier. So I think we're going to do that. Okay, so how you want to take this stuff off is you want to use a scraper to get about 90% of it, and then you want to get almost the rest of it with a bunch of paper towels, and then you want to get the last little bit of it with just some steel wool. And then you're going to want to neutralize it with acetone, or else the stripper will just keep eating at the wood and it'll ruin what you're doing. So we have the last coat of stripper on, and what we figured out is you can't put too much or else you'll just waste a lot and it won't do very good and it'll just be goopy. But you can't put too little or else you'll have to do 2 or 3 coats and stuff like that. And another thing, don't use a very expensive paintbrush because you're just gonna ruin it. What we did is just get a foam paintbrush and just use it. You can throw it in the trash. And another thing we figured out about this is it's actually a Lane chest, and it was made in Virginia between the 1950s and the 1970s. So that was a cool thing we figured out about it. So stick around for the last part. Okay, so we're finished stripping this cedar chest, and we're gonna let it dry really good overnight, and then tomorrow we're gonna sand it down with the orbital sander and then figure out what stain we're gonna put on it, and so that's a wrap for today. So we've let this dry overnight, and there's some holes we need to wood fill, and then after that we're gonna lightly sand the outside, clean up the inside, wipe it down with a wet cloth, and then put some tongue wool on it and see how it looks. So yesterday when we were about to stain this thing, we were gonna do the tunnel, but whenever we put the first rub on, it didn't really look as dark as we wanted it. So we went to Ace Hardware and picked up some Minwax Ebony. So we did that and it looks really good. We're gonna distress a little bit, urethane, and then we'll be done with this thing. So just to recap, whenever we got this antique chest, it was my grandmother's. It had a dirty black on it. It had leather cushions on it, which didn't really look good. So we took the cushions off, stripped it down, sanded it a whole bunch, put some urethane on it, and now it's finally done. And we did some research, and this chest was made in the early 1970s. So that was a really cool thing we figured out. And so I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looks really good. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see ya.